We all love Gentoo, or at least those of us who are lead enough to install Gentoo love it. But nobody really likes the long compilation times. Nobody wants to wait 12 hours for all of their packages to be compiled. So today I'm going to show you guys some tricks to greatly reduce the amount of time needed to compile packages on Gentoo. The first thing, which isn't even Gentoo specific, you could utilize this on any distro you want to get going faster, is to simply reduce the total number of packages that you are using. I noticed that a lot of people on Linux, and myself included, earlier in the Linux days, end up downloading a bunch of redundant packages. I remember that I used to install gedit and Kate. Well, actually, I already had Kate because I used to use KDE, but I would have those two text editors, and then I would also install Genie and Sublime Text, and I would have Vim as well. Now, all of those different programs I just listed are text editors. I guess you could say Genie and Sublime Text are more IDEs, but the fact is that Vim is superior to all of those programs combined. And it also has the smallest source code of all of those programs, and typically comes with your Linux distro anyway, so you don't even have to install it. The same can be said for web browsers, especially on Gentoo, because emerging any web browser is going to take a while unless you're using the binary version of it. Personally, I used to use both Firefox and Chromium. I had Firefox set up for work stuff, and I had Chromium set up for fun stuff. But this is mostly an unnecessary thing because you can just create profiles in both Chromium and Firefox, and you can just change profiles depending on what activity you're doing. In my Firefox setup, for example, I have the normie browsing profile, which basically just has default settings for Firefox, so JavaScript works really well, geolocation works if I need to use Google Maps. I don't have a bunch of different things blocked, so I can upload YouTube videos and all of that good stuff. But then I have this aptly named NSA Go Away, which is a profile that has really hardened Firefox settings. It maximizes its security and also tries to maximize its privacy respecting abilities. So let's go on to the good stuff now. So this is my make.conf, of course located in Etsy Portage. I talked about this file in the last video because you can set your use flags to exclude a bunch of unnecessary things, which would speed up your emerge times. But the main thing to do in here to turbo boost your emerge times is to set your MAKEOPTS. So your MAKEOPTS is a number that basically represents how many CPU threads you want to dedicate to the emerging process. So this number right here after the J is currently 3. So my processor is going to give 3 of its threads to the emerging process. Now, keep in mind with this, if you're going to max this out, like say you have an 8-thread processor and you set your MAKEOPTS to 8, then all of your CPU power is pretty much going to be dedicated to compiling. So if you plan on doing something else while you're going to be working on your system, just keep that in mind when you're setting the MAKEOPTS. Maybe set it to 6 if you have an 8-thread system so that you're still having some CPU left over to do your other work. And the last thing to do in this file is to set your compile flags. So up here, you can specify your CPU architecture, or you can just leave it as march as native, and Gentoo will automatically detect which CPU you have. Then there's the O flag, which can be set to 0, 1, 2, or 3. So the higher that this number is, the more speed optimized your compiler is supposed to be. 2 is considered the highest safe option, If you use 3, then there's a lot of packages that will break, but something like 25% of all of Gentoo's packages are compatible with O3, so you can try that if you want. And the last compile flag to set is pipe. Now, what pipe will do is it's going to use pipes instead of temporary files for communication during the various compile stages. What this means is that instead of creating a temporary file to keep track of compile stages on your disk, it's going to do everything in RAM. So this solution isn't going to be very good on systems that have very low amounts of RAM. In fact, if you run out of RAM during the compile phase, then portage is going to fail because GCC is going to fail, and then you'll have to start emerging all over again. So what I recommend is to only use pipe if you have about 2 gigs or more RAM per CPU thread, or at least 2 gigs of RAM per each CPU thread that you set in your MAKEOPTS. So take your MAKEOPTS, double that number, and if the result is greater than or equal to your RAM gigabytes, then you can enable pipe. And the last recommendation I'm going to give to speed up your emerge times is to first emerge and then set up ccache. So ccache lets us avoid repeated recompilation for the same C and C++ object files by fetching the results from a cache directory on our computer. This is particularly useful if you mess with your use flags a lot. It might even be useful for just doing your initial setup where you're going to emerge a bunch of packages, because I'm sure some packages, especially the bigger ones, are going to end up sharing some of those objects. So I won't go into ccache too much because there's an article on the Gentoo wiki that explains ccache much better than I could. But this is my ccache file right over here with all of my options set. And of course, you have to enable ccache inside of your make.conf as well. So you put it under features, and then your ccache directory, you just point that to wherever the directory is. So that's all for now. Enjoy emerging your packages at higher speeds.